All right, guys, welcome back to Doc's Pop Reviews. This is episode 6 of Most Wanted Treasures Legends on the Hunt on A&E. This one is particularly about Jake the Snake Roberts. AJ Francis is on the hunt again. This was definitely a different episode. I almost felt like this was a mini biography of Jake the Snake Roberts because they really focused more on Jake and him getting sober and his career and how he had a feud with Honky Tonk Man. They did that with other episodes about, showing a little bit of footage here and there, but this one I felt like they relied really heavy on Jake's backstory more than the items. Most of the time we see it's item, see a fan, see a collector, or the wrestler themselves have it. But in this particular case, we saw a lot of Jake's backstory, so I kind of got the feeling this was a mini biography. But the things they're looking for are Honky Tonk Man's smashed guitar, which is valued between $6,000 and $9,000. They're looking for Jake the Snake Roberts' used ring bag that he would keep Damien in. This is valued at $3,000 to $5,000. They're going back to episode 1, GWC, True Fan. He hands the bag over again for free, and you can tell at the end he has some pictures taken with his kids. That's all he wants. Love that guy, GWC. Then we get a little disclaimer that Jake and the Honky Tonk Man genuinely do not like each other, and we see this throughout the entire episode. Jake's always making comments about Honky Tonk Man. He's saying he's going to get him back. He's going to pee on his grave, all this kind of stuff. And I felt like they probably should have told Jake, hey, tone it down just a little bit. I felt like that was unnecessary. And also, we never see any clips of Honky Tonk Man, and there's no Jake said this and Honky Tonk Man said this, and that he doesn't get to defend himself. We only see things from Jake's perspective. So I kind of felt like that was unnecessary. And for him to be sober and to have come this far in his life in recovery, he still holds this bitterness in his heart and this grudge against Honky Tonk Man, and he just needs to let it go, in my opinion. Forgive. You don't have to be best friends with Honky Tonk Man, but it's time to put the past in the past. But anyway, they give this disclaimer. They don't like each other. So the next part is AJ is by himself. He meets with Jimmy Hart alone to try to find the guitar. They do find one of Honky Tonk's busted guitar, but it is not the one he hit Jake with, and they get that one for free. They find a ring, which is potentially from WrestleMania 3, which is valued at $10,000, and it's supposedly at Sausage Castle Wrestling, but there's no way to verify that this is the actual ring, so they do pass on buying this. But Jake decides he has one more thing to give, his Hall of Fame tux, and but he's going to give it for $5,000, and they do end up buying it. We also get to see a little bit of his friendship with DDP, so they do end up with Jake the Snake's snake bag that Damien was in and Jake the Snake's Hall of Fame tux, which are two very cool things. Oh, and they end up with one of Honky Tonk's busted guitars. So it wasn't a failed episode. However, like I said, I felt like this was more of a mini biography than it was focusing on, like a Pawn Stars episode, and hey, we need to get this and we need to get that. And so this episode, I wasn't a huge fan of. What did you guys think? Did you like the more mini biography style and we just see a little bit of the items, or do you like to actually see fans with the items and there's the back and forth? Or what do you guys think? Leave your comments down below. Have a great day, and as always, like, share, and subscribe. Thanks, guys.